Okay, hello everyone. I'm back with another recipe. This is actually, I'm just winging it. I've been trying to, what I've got going here, I want to get to this right away, is I've got some boiling water, and I'm going to add do some brown rice in there. A couple of palmies full, a little about 2.5. Yeah, maybe one more. Alright, then I'm just going to turn that off and set it aside. What I'm going to be making is it's a beef stir fry basically, but I've been really liking that Stouffer stuff, and now I can't find it anymore. So I'm really trying to kind of copy that recipe, but I'm putting in a few touches of my own. So this is a complete experiment. I was at the store and I saw these strips, these like steak strips. What I've done is I've just doused them in a little flour. No big secret there. And I really hardly ever, I don't eat steak at all, and I hardly ever eat beef, but I'm craving beef and I'm craving green vegetables. So I don't know, I have an iron deficiency or something. I'm a big believer of whenever you're craving a specific food, you should have it because your body needs something out of it. Okay, so I'm going to just get that in that heat, and I'm going to brown it up. And then I'm going to add some hard vegetables, and I've got some teriyaki sauce and soy sauce over here. If I had some Worcestershire sauce, I would definitely, Worcestershire, I would definitely add that, but I don't have any. So we're going to just try to, I'm going to also make, while these start getting going over here, I'm going to make a little roux. And what I've done here is I've got like less than about a cup of water, teaspoon of flour, half a teaspoon of bouillon. So it's going to be like a little gravy thing. I'm going to mix this up for the very end. Set that aside. So, okay, I've got my water boiling to blanch my asparagus, and I've got my beef on high stir fry over here. And I'm going to turn the camera back on when we're at the next step. So I'll be back in a minute. I want to do the hard vegetables first, and then I'm going to put the asparagus in, just to get a little bit of a glaze on it afterwards. This, with beef, you want to make sure it's really, really cooked all the way. Well, any meat, I suppose. Like I said, I'm not a big meat eater, but for some reason, I'm just really craving red meat and craving green vegetables today. So here we go now. I'm going to grab a bowl I have over here. I have some asparagus in it. I'm going to get this meat out and put it into the bowl, and I'm going to set it aside. Okay, so what I've got in here, I've got a half a red pepper, half a green pepper, half of a yellow onion, and about 3 green onions. And I'm just going to throw that right in that oil and give it a little, start sauteing these vegetables up too. These are the harder vegetables, that's why these are being added first. So what I've already done too ahead of time, I've cut up some asparagus, and if you're not sure how to do this, you can watch the video of the asparagus and pasta dish, how to cut up the asparagus. So I'm going to throw these right in this water just for a couple minutes here, because I want to get them just blanched. Okay, so I'm going to move this around. Now that I've got these vegetables in here, there's already soy sauce. I'm going to maybe add just a couple more dash soy sauce, and I'm also going to put in a good amount of teriyaki. So, okay, here we go. Got teriyaki sauce in there. I can hear that really sizzling and really getting going over here. It's really starting to smell good. Now this pepper and onion base, it's used in Asian cooking and pepper steak too, but it's also, this is like, you go to get those Italian sausages, at the carnivals and stuff in the summer. This is, so there's these different bases in cooking that go across cultural lines. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera off, get these browned up a little bit, and I'll turn the camera back on when we're ready to add the asparagus. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and this is definitely ready. I've got my asparagus in the water over here. I'm going to pull that out. Kind of give it a little drain in my slatted thing here. Go ahead and put that right in also. Set it aside. I've got my brown rice over there, and I put a couple shots of Worcestershire sauce, teriyaki sauce in there as well. So I'm going to stir this around. Another thing I got, because I'm in the green here, I'm just really wanting the green vegetables. I grabbed a handful of these snow pea, things. These are great with Asian kind of stir fry. Oh, it looks like there's a funky one in there. Pull that one out. Pull out the funky ones. Okay, there we go. That's in there. And then another thing I've got as far as vegetables is I've got a can of sliced water chestnuts. I'm not sure that I'm going to use all of these, so where's my little fork at? I'm going to add a little bit at a time and see what it looks like, if it's too much. I don't like these brown ones either. They have the brown spot on them. I tend not to use those. Okay. Let's see. I think that's probably enough. So I didn't use about maybe half a can. You can use anything you want. And definitely, again, I don't have carrots. Carrots would go okay with this. I think that would be a... Yeah, I'm not really after the sweet. I've got the sweet peppers in there and the sweet peas. So, and those carrots are, if you were to add carrots, that would also be a sweet. So I'm not really feeling the sweet today. I'm really wanting more of the pepper flavor. So I'm going to put this ground beef back in. And finally, I've got my little thing of gravy here. I'm going to put that in and let that get thick. It sure smells good. I mean, it might not be like that Stouffer's thing, but boy, is it smelling really good and really nice. I'm wanting to get that thickened up and get kind of like a thicker gravy, a nice coating over it all. Then I'm going to taste it and see, and I'm seasoned to taste. I may want to add a little bit more teriyaki. I'm not sure. Once that's thickened also, I'm going to go ahead and add my brown rice back in. And I don't know, I haven't tasted it yet, but it sure smells good and it sure looks good. So I'm going to let this cook down a little bit. See, that's like wet liquid in there. I want that to get kind of thicker. All right, so I'm going to let that cook around, and I'll turn the camera on at the very end. And I haven't tasted it yet, but it sure smells good. I think it's going to turn out really great. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, so here it is, our final beef teriyaki stir fry. And I did have a little bite of it, and it is absolutely delicious. It's just what the doctor ordered, just what I've been craving. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple scoops on this plate. I've added the brown rice in. I want more veggies. I want more of that asparagus. These are salad plates, by the way. These are not, so this isn't a giant plate. This is like a smaller dish. But here you have it. Awesome beef teriyaki stir fry. Delish. Enjoy.